trouble came. My friends got real thin, but there is one friend that he always was around. He never let me down. Can I say that again? I've had so many people, so many said, Josh, I'll be your home friend. No. Soon as trouble came, my friends got real thin, but there one friend. He always was around. I know Jesus. I know he never let me. He never let me down. Y'all help me sing it. He never let me down. Can I get a witness tonight that knows? He never let said he never let me down. No matter if it's morning or no. Late at night. Jesus, I know he never let me down. He never let me down. He never let me Jesus, he never let me down. Can I get one witness in the building? Anybody here ever tried it for yourself? Won't he come through for you? I know him as a doctor. I know him as a lawyer. When all my friends, when all my friends, when all my friends walked away by my side. Anybody here can you see he was always by my side. I know Jesus never let me
Hey everybody, this is your girl Boss Lady with Quartet Corner. I am so excited, as you guys can see. Wait, where we at? Where we at? Right there. Y'all can see we got your boy. Man, I am so excited to have Mr. Josh Myles on the corner. Josh, hey!
I'm glad to be here.
Man, I'm so glad to have you on the show.
Man, thank you for having me.
So, gosh, we got so much to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot to talk. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So really honestly, I don't know where to start, but we just gonna get started. And we're gonna talk about your Stellar nomination. We're gonna talk about the Canton Spirituals. We're gonna talk about your live recording. Man, Josh, you just got a lot going on. And the truth of the matter, okay, I hope you don't feel no type of way, because usually women feel some type of way when you ask this question. But I'm gonna ask you this. Josh, how old are you?
I'm 32.
So let me tell you why I asked you this. So a couple of months ago, I interviewed Toby from New Converted Voices. And Toby had, I don't know if you got a chance to see that interview or not, but Toby talked about how you were 17, 18 years old, and you recorded and did all of the work of their first album, like their first project, in your bedroom. I was like shocked, because I said, so you allowed an 18-year-old to record you guys' first project in your bedroom, in his bedroom? And he said, yeah. And he was like, and it was lit. Like it was just so, we couldn't believe that you was just 18 years old, when to do such a major project. So even though you did the New Converted Voices project when you was 18, was that your first project at 18, or had you been doing it way before then?
I had done a lot of work before then. I probably got started, I was probably about 15 or 16, and Jordan Jackson from the Gospel 4, and Mr. Wardell Dykes. He's from here in Tupelo. He used to play the bass for the Golden Wings. I don't know. You know the Golden Wings?
No.
Okay. Well, he used to play the bass guitar for them. But he owned a studio, or he owns a studio here in Tupelo. And
okay.
I kind of got started working with them. I've done a few projects out there with them. And then we had our group Determined in Tupelo. And the group let me produce our record. So I kind of got a feel, I kind of got my own little feel after a certain amount of time. And Toby and them came along and revived from Tupelo, a couple of other groups. So I can't say what number project it was, but it wasn't the first one.
But you was 15. Usually young people at 15 are not in the studio. They're not in the studio. They're not mixing and mastering. They're not breaking down music. Like, they're not doing that type of stuff. Like, how did you know you had a knack for that? Like, that's crazy to me. Because at 15, I was on the basketball court. Like, I was playing AAU. That just was not one of the things that I just knew that I had a knack for. So it's like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? To be 14, 15 years old, to be in the studio. To me, that's crazy.
Well, yeah.
It's crazy to me.
Well, I was just a musical guy. And my family, I mean, I come from a family of musicians and singers, and I started playing bass around maybe 11 or 12. I think I started playing drums a little earlier than that. And I messed around. My cousin Earl Myles used to work for he owns Boys Records, and he used to work for George McClain at E&J Records in Memphis. And that was George Dean, Lisa and the Brown, Mark Newsom, the Newsom singers, all of them. So we would go sometimes up there to that studio and just see him doing the kind of work he was doing. I just knew I wanted to be behind their board. They wouldn't let me behind the board because I was too young, I wouldn't toe something up. But from there, I just knew I wanted to do that. So as soon as I got a chance, we messed around and got a little computer at the house, and I saw this little program called Magix. And I started learning from there.
So how many instruments do you play?
Fluently or just happen around?
I mean, that you can
Well,
pick up and actually make it do what it do.
I'm a bass player at heart. I'm really a bass player, but I
Okay.
can feel around on the other stuff. I can lock you up on some drums, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, because people ask me, can I sing? I said, listen, I can get your church service going. I can hit you with some congregational songs. Like I can flow with that, but don't ask me to no trash.
Yeah. Yeah, I can work for you on that bass.
That's me. That's me. But yeah, so that is crazy though to know that you got started so early. Like when me and Toby was talking about that, I was shocked. Like I actually made like a little snippet, like a little reel on my social media about that because I was amazed to know that you really produced and did all of that stuff at 18 years old. And we laughed about that, but to know that you have such an extensive resume as far as recording and doing studio work for a lot of people. And saying that, you also, well, I know I had started listening to your music. You had came out with I don't know. I hate to say it like this. I had heard one of your songs on YouTube and I fell in love with it a couple of years ago. And I think you re-released it. And I believe the name of the song is He'll Never Let You Down. And it was like snippet of it. And that's when I first got introduced to you and I fell in love with the song. And it was just like a small, like the song, I don't even believe it was a whole song. Like I want to say the song was maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I was like, where's the rest of this song at? But I mean, when did you really realize like, okay, I want to for real come from behind the studio and I really just want to sing? When did you really realize that you would really want to sing?
Well, at heart, I always been a singer, but
Okay.
I kind of I took the behind the scenes role because I know number one that's a behind the scenes you can do a lot more. You can make a lot more money behind the scenes.
I ain't tell the truth. Behind the scenes, okay.
But I said we had our group determined, and I played bass for the group and sung background, and I would lead a song here there, and then after a while, we had some changes made. We made some changes in the group, and I ended up being the out front man for the group. And after so long, we've made a few more changes, and I decided to make a change to go with Harvey and the Canton. So at for a while, I had already been doing the out front thing anyway, and the solo thing kind of I just kept going at it, and I felt like that I could slowly, get into it and get better with it and stuff.
So I'm glad you mentioned the Canton Spirituals. How did you get hooked up with the Canton Spirituals? Because man, the Canton Spirituals, like that's a living legend group. Like just to be the young face, a fresh face of the Canton Spirituals pop party. Like everybody just loved Harvey Watkins, and to know that that you're singing with them. Like, how did that transpire? How did that happen that you started singing with them?
Well, it's really a long story. That really happened over a course of a few years, but I will say Keith was very instrumental in that too. So I have to Keith One Boy Johnson. I mean, when I say that's my boy, I really mean it because me and Keith was all right guy to me. Me and Keith got to know each other way before we really just did some real work. And I think maybe he might have been trying to feel me out to see if I was crazy or you know, see if I was going to do business right or whatever. I don't know. But Keith kind of facilitated that move really to get me on over with Harvey and the Cantons and getting over there. Him, Paul, and Harvey was just like three hostess for me. You know, they just hands-on taught me so much stuff. I couldn't. I'd be here till next week if I try to tell you everything they told me, but that's really it. It's just I'm glad I got an opportunity to do that, and like I say, I'm grateful to Keith for that because Harvey probably wouldn't have hired me if Keith hadn't said that's a good guy.
You really don't believe Harvey would have hired you for real? You don't think so?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
No, you're an amazing talent, though. You really are. You're an amazing talent. Because when I heard your song, He'll Never Let You Down. Is that the name of the song?
He never let me down.
Yeah, I was amazed that you sung the entire song in falsetto. Like, I was amazed. Like, I fell in love with that song. And I think if you go back on the YouTube page, and I don't know how many years ago, I don't know if it's been a year, 2 years ago, like, I forgot what comment I put on there, because you can go on there. Like, I actually, and I was like, man, I absolutely love this song. And I'm so glad that you recorded the song, because I think it probably was just one of those songs you were just playing with. I don't know if you were just playing with the song, but it is an amazing song. I love the song. So I'm glad that you did decide to record the song, because in saying that, you just had a live project a couple of months ago, correct?
Mm-hmm. Under the same name.
You see, so tell us about your project that you just wait a minute, Stella nominated.
Well, yeah, we nominated for the 2023 Stella. Yeah. We recorded it. I want to say it was 2021. Mm-hmm. In July here in Tupelo. Keith, Paul, George Dean, Harvey Watkins, and actually Tim Rogers was that came down. All of us were there, and all those guys came in. Pastor Mondo Adams and Kadarius Price also, and we worked. We sang. We cut those songs for that record, and from there, it turned out to be great. You know, we had a good time, and I believe you could tell that we had a good time on the record. And the feeling is there, and I'm just glad it made it to a Stellar nomination. Right. It was my first solo project, and on that project, that's the last time me and Keith ever recorded a song together.
Mm-hmm. So how did you feel? So where were you when you found out that you was nominated for a Stellar? And tell me, how did you feel about it? Like, was it one of those Super Bowl moments, or was it like, okay, you know, you just took it in stride? Because I always want to know how people feel like when they find stuff out. Like, because sometimes people give me these like, oh, you know, I was just honored. And I'm like, maybe people are just different from me, because I be bawling half the time. I get those ugly cries. Thank you, Lord. You know, to be worthy. Like, I be cheerful sometimes. So, yeah, when you find out you nominated and you won something, like, how did you feel, or what was you doing?
Well, I believe it might have been just sitting down. But I mean, there's now with me, I I always said like I watch Family Feud, and I always said I may not would be good to go on Family Feud because I probably wouldn't do a lot of the jumping and stuff that they want you to do. But I'd be happy on the inside, but I just don't, jump out my seat.
Oh, okay. So you don't show a lot of expressions. That's what you're trying to say.
I guess. I mean, it made me happy, but
Okay.
I think I done got too big to jump.
Doing all that exertion. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. But yeah, I'm so excited for you that this is your first solo nomination because like you said that you was because you won with Keith, correct? You said you won the Stella. So man, I am hoping the best for you. So tell me what's in the future for Josh Myles because you have a huge resume. Like for you to be 31, you have a huge resume. Like you have done some great things. You have worked with some big quartet names. And have you worked with some names outside of quartet? And if so, can you let us know who you have worked with outside of quartet?
Um, I have done some stuff outside of quartet. I don't know if I remember a lot of what I done right now off the top of my head, but I mean, currently we working with a young man out of Birmingham, Alabama, Dennis Mitchell. He's a Southern Soul guy, and
Okay.
he's gonna have a great album. But I'll say, I mean, I need to start writing stuff down, maybe.
But
uh,
that's such a huge resume. I can understand why it's like, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, just to know that you worked with George Dean. George Dean is one of my favorites. Like
that's my
he's
guy.
yeah, George Dean to me is like one of those granddaddies. Like if you don't have a grandfather, you could he just remind you of a granddaddy that just makes everything so much better. Like you could talk to him about anything, like no matter what's going on in your life, he just makes everything so much better. Like I met him a couple of times and it's just something about him that's just like he just make everything better. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's just anointing on his life. I don't know what it is. But I just love talking to him. I love
Well,
talking. He's one of my favorites. He really is one of
so
my
George like the cool uncle,
he's
but
something.
now, George gave me one of my uh, first tries out here too.
Oh wow.
Uh, so I went from, I mean, we always did our thing. I did my thing with my brothers from home, determined. We always had that. But then I would go out with the Golden Wings and they would travel with Lee and the QCs.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I would go with George. George had started using me. I was filling in for Chris Parks when he couldn't go with the group and play bass. And then I kind of George was pulling me in on studio projects and stuff like that. And he just showed me a whole lot. George showed me a whole lot. And then he messed around, found out I could sing. And then he started letting me sing. But George taught me a lot about the music business early on.
Gotcha.
So I got to, I the music I have may not be no huge hit right now, but if it ever become one, I got it protected, and I know, it's mine. And I can thank Jordan for that, because if he hadn't showed me none of that stuff, I wouldn't have known. So it would have taken me longer to figure it out, and probably a couple of beats.
The music and everything that was going on, and I had a chance to help you with some things then, and I see that they have blessed you today. I also noticed, I don't know why you saved me for last, because everybody else's song is younger than me. I'm the oldest one, but that's all right too. I'm gonna try sing this song, one of your songs, you know, and I don't do a lot of that. Basically sing my own, but I'm gonna try yours. Okay, can I do that? I'm gonna try. I was looking for someone to be my friend. I was searching for someone, putting my trust in. I was hoping to find someone to give me peace of mind. I found Jesus right. It was right on time. Oh, I was looking for someone I could call on my own. I was searching for someone who would never leave me alone. Hoping to find someone to give me peace of mind. My friend Jesus, and it was I was looking for someone to be on my side. I was searching for someone to be my guide. I was hoping to find someone to cover these old sins of mine. I found Jesus. He was right. Said I found Jesus. Yes, I did. Right on. You know, John, found out, even in the time that I thought I was all by myself, he was right there, he was right there, and you know what? I found out one more thing, George. There may be somebody here that think it's too late for them. Somebody may say, I found Jesus. I'm a drug and it's too late. Somebody may say, I'm an alcoholic. It's too late. Somebody may say, I strayed away for so long. I know it's too late. can stand in the past, stand in the future, and be in the presence at the same time. I'm talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. Look like I ought to get a witness from somebody in this building tonight. Can I tell you?
Yes, sir.
Can I tell you one thing, God? Out of all the things He done, let me tell you one thing. We were riding down the highway, a 2-lane, water on the left, water on the right, and there was a tornado right in front of us. Y'all don't believe it, that's the truth. Right in front.
Music industry for so long. What is some vital, some lessons that you have learned that you would say that you would love to pass on to some, not even just quartetters, but just people that's in the industry or people that want to get in the industry that you would like to pass on some golden nuggets to some people that's coming along? Because a lot of times, people come in and they make kind of the same mistakes that a lot of the same artists make. So what advice would you give to some of the artists that's coming in the industry that you would feel like would be helpful for them?
I guess the first thing I would say is figure out what suits you and stick with that.
Okay.
I've seen stuff where I've seen things where it may not look normal to everybody, or people may turn it off or say that this or that about a certain style or a certain way that a person is moving. But if it works for you, don't let nobody take you off of it, because I've also seen people stick with whatever it was that they were doing, and I've seen it work for them because it was for them to do. And a lot of times, people may not understand what you're doing, and people may not understand the way you do what you do, but it ain't always for other people to understand. If it's working for you and it's doing well for you, stick with it and keep going. Basically, don't ever let nobody get you off your square. That's number one.
Got you.
Another thing I more probably would say is protect your stuff. Protect your stuff, but at the same time, don't be so married to it that you let that be your downfall. I've seen you can be so invested in a song, and you may feel like it's a hit or whatever, but that you become overly protective, or you become selfish of it, and you don't want to give maybe a percentage to this person or this person or that person, and they could help your song move farther than where it is. I mean, if I done built the best recliner in the world, but the only place anybody can see it is my backyard, it really ain't doing much help to nobody. So protect your stuff. Make sure you own it, but you should be willing to share some of that ownership to move your stuff where you need to. I mean, yeah, I say that.
I ask people that question all the time, and I think that's probably the first time I've heard anyone put that answer like that, and I think that's a good answer, because a lot of times people just think that the music industry is just all singing and all talent, but people have to understand that the music industry is majority business. Is majority business, and a lot of times they just be wondering how certain people get ahead. Is not about the talent, it's about the business. And I think that is some great advice. Because some people you be saying out here, you be like, how in the world is the business, not the talent?
Yeah.
It's not the talent all the time. And I think that's some great advice. And I know that don't sound good, but that's just, and that's the world we're living in. And yeah, you got to have your business straight. You got to have your paperwork together. And I think that is some great advice. I really do. And even the scriptures tell us not to be anxious for anything. And I think a lot of times, especially the young artists that's coming out, don't be so quick to be signing these contracts.
Get you a lawyer.
Get you a lawyer. Stop signing your name on everything. If you don't know what it means, get you a lawyer. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it down the line. So, and we have those. And you know, and I think that's one of the downfalls from a lot of people not going to the seminars where we have these showcases. And a lot of times, like even when, you know, the Ecclesia and all the other, like the premiere showcases and like Lala, like they have all these showcases and they will have these seminars and people will not go to these seminars. But these are the topics that they will talk about, but people will not go, and not realizing that this is like some valuable information that a lot of the artists needed to hear. And I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm glad you pointed that out, though. So,
thank you.
You will. So what's next? So what's next for Josh Myles? Like, we know that you are, we know that you sing with the Canton Spirituals. We know that you are beast in the studios. We know you can sing. But what's next for Josh Myles? Like, are you just content, or you want to do something different? Because you're still young. You're very young. Like, what's next for you?
Well, it's still some stuff. We're figuring out. Technology is moving at a rapid pace, and really just trying to figure out where we can plant our flag, so to speak, within this technology thing. Of course, we're gonna keep singing, gonna keep cutting records, keep producing music. But just trying to stay on the upside of technology is really what one of the main things. I say that. Okay. So hopefully you'll see me on your phone a lot more.
Okay, I think that's cool. That's cool. So now I do want to ask you this, because I know you had mentioned that you were doing a Southern Soul. So you're not just locked into doing quartet. You're willing to do other music outside of quartet. You're willing to do Southern Soul, R&B, choir. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking. Like, you know, sometimes those questions, people don't like answer those questions, but.
Oh, no. Well, as far as what we do in our studio, as far as the production company, we're going to produce whatever the artist need, and really whatever we feel that we can make an impact with. If you bring something to us, it's a business first, so it's you know, we don't do anything degrading. I mean, you ain't gonna see us cutting no Satan worship music, but we gonna do what we feel like that we can be valuable at helping someone to further their dream or further their business. Everybody don't sing gospel. Everybody don't sing quartet. So if you come to us and you have a vision and we feel like we can help you to realize that vision, we're gonna help you with that.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. So, and saying all of that, we know that you got so much going on. So what do Josh Myles do outside of the studio? Outside of traveling with the Canton Spirituals, outside of singing? What do you do? Like what do you
Right.
do to enjoy yourself? I ask everyone this question, and you'll be amazed how everyone kind of gets stuck on this question because this has become their life. But a lot of people want to know, what do Josh Myles do outside of the road life and the studio life? What do you do?
Try to get some rest.
Real-
Yeah, that's really it. I'll
You
say it
don't.
again.
I mean, you don't do nothing besides you don't have a hobby or anything else.
Any hobby at this point is gonna be really to further something I can be doing in the studio or whatever. I mean, honestly, I got a goal that I'm trying to get to. So everything has got to really be going toward that goal at this point. And once I get there, then I'm gonna go on a real vacation.
You're gonna go on. So, what would be your if you would take a vacation? Where would you go?
Now that I really don't know.
Josh,
What's wrong with her? I'm gonna figure it out after a while.
oh my Lord! See, I told you. Every time I ask someone that question, nobody knows. No people they have no clue. I'm like, why? I always wanted it. I don't know, but I guess I get it. You say you go driven, you gotta go, you got an idea where you want to be at. So you say, I get it.
When I did take a little time out to do some other stuff, I probably we would go through pool or something like that. I don't even know how well I could do pool no more. But I usually could top a little bit in there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well,
That's so old. That's kind of old, ain't it? That's old and country.
yeah. I mean, you know what? It's just amazing to me. But I mean, I guess you figure you work now and you play later. So I get it.
Oh yeah, I got to do it.
Like all the young people that I asked that question, everyone pretty much be kind of stuck on that same question. It's just amazing. And I guess if it's just what you love to do, this is just what you love to do. So
yeah. I mean, I do think that balance has its place, but I think the initial goal has to be met before balance can be balanced.
okay. I got you. Okay. I got you. Okay. I'll take that in consideration.
Okay, well, let me ask, what you do in your free time, boss lady?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Goodness. You know what? In my free time. So how can I put it? I do a lot of stuff though. So it's kind of hard to say what I do in my free time because, of course I have Boss Lady entertainment stuff. Then I work, and then I have a grandbaby, and then I have church responsibilities. And I won't be honest with you, I am an advocate. Like I love Dave & Buster's. Do y'all have a Dave & Buster's down there in the South?
Not in Tupelo. I think they got one in Memphis. I think.
Give me a couple of dollars. Take me to Dave & Buster's. I don't play for real no other games, but I would go to Dave & Buster's. I'll spend about $30, $40 on a basketball. I'd be happy. Cause I'm not running up and down the court though, but I'll play. Yeah, like I love Dave & Buster's though. Give me some wings. Okay. Yeah, that's life for me. Or take me to my favorite restaurant, you know, I'm gonna eat. That's, but you know, it's like I have lost some weight, so it's like I really be trying to be mindful. But between Dave and Buster's, going to one of my favorite restaurants, that's what I like to do in my spare time.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's about
I'm
it.
gonna do now. You talking about losing weight, so I'm getting ready to do no meat for 30 days.
You know, today the first, so you're gonna start today.
I started today. No meat.
I had Chick-fil-A today.
you
So I got
you
off
can
work Chick-fil-A, so it's an epic fail for me. So
you can join me tomorrow. I'm doing no meat, no sugar.
so what am I supposed to eat besides meat?
Vegetables and fruit. You can eat some noodles or something if you want that.
Don't
But
work.
I'm gonna ride with the vegetables and the fruit and water. That's it.
Well, let me say this. So the QMAs is coming up. The Quartet Music Awards is coming up. And it's this dress that I want to get in. This dress, it's a hot girl dress. It's a pretty dress now. Now, I might have to take you up on it because it's a cute dress now. So I might have to do a no meat, no soda, no carbs. But I don't know if I can do it because I like to eat. And to me, I feel like you do no meat, no carbs, no soda, I don't think there's nothing to eat after that.
Yeah, I just told you.
Huh?
I just told you.
You can't
You
eat
get you some.
vegetables all day. You're going to be hungry.
You're not gonna be hungry.
No. I
I'm
don't know.
teasing. Most time when we think we hungry, we really thirsty.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode.
But you know what? I'm telling you, everybody that's out there, you guys really should make sure you go get your tickets to the Quartet Music Awards because I'm going to be there. And I'm telling you, Josh, it's this dress. This dress. It's a bad dress now. I'm telling
you. Well, you gonna fit in it because
I need to.
You better start with me tomorrow. We're doing no meat, no sugar, water, fruit, vegetables. You can eat some noodles, whatever, you know. Don't eat too many of the noodles though.
Noodles, I think noodles is fattening. I don't think noodles should go in the diet though.
But if you're not gonna eat the meat, then the noodles will be okay.
Who did you
just don't eat them? Just don't eat them every day.
Josh, who did you talk to about this diet? Because I don't think this diet is right.
Talk to the Lord. Oh my God,
talk to the Lord. But I'm serious. It's this dress I really want to get into. And yes, I think I want to get into this dress and I might take you up on it.
You do that, I bet you get in there.
So that means that you're going to be my accountability partner. That means I'll text you and be like, hey, I didn't have no meat today.
Yeah.
Man, I really don't want to do it because I like chicken.
And I'll send you some little recipes you can do some stuff with.
Now you
ever had zucchini? You ever had zucchini noodles?
No, I haven't.
They're really good.
Where I get them from? I gotta cook it.
Yeah, you're gonna cook them like noodles with the zucchini. But they good.
Josh, we're gonna have to talk about this offline. This ain't they ain't got nothing to do with Quartet, and you finna make somebody don't want.
You know what? It do got something to do with Quartet because we travel on the road and we travel, and when it comes to eating fast food and stuff, ain't none of that stuff great for us. I mean, sometimes you just have to stop and get you a little something, but what I'm coming to find and figure out about food is like gas. it's just supposed to fuel you. You know, you're supposed to get your little fuel to keep going. But many times we eat and we get so full and we can't go.
That's true.
We got to go to sleep. That's where
Yeah,
we go.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
All right, I'm gonna figure it. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it
we're
out.
gonna we're gonna get it together. But we got to all of us in quartet really need to get more concerned about that stuff because uh, a heart attack ain't hard to find you.
That's true.
So we got to get more concerned about our health, I think.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. That is true. And we're getting at younger and younger age. Like I've never seen, especially our young Black men are having heart attacks in their late 30s. That's crazy to me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's crazy. Late 30s.
I don't. If the Lord say the same with me, I don't plan on having that.
Yeah,
That's so and that's what I'm saying. I mean, health is wealth.
that's
We
true.
got to get. We got to watch what we eat. I think that's number one. We got to watch what we eat. I mean, we need to exercise too. And I'm just saying, I'm exercising too, boss lady. But we got to. I think what you eat is primary, and
Yeah,
then exercise is secondary. I mean, a older gentleman can walk a mile a day. You know,
yeah,
I act like an older gentleman sometimes. I just go walk, but I mean, you know, we can. The I feel, and it's just me now, and I might be wrong. I'm not no guru in it, but I feel like just a little something. If you can walk 15 to 30 minutes a day, I think that's better than nothing. But
yeah,
if you can regulate what you eat, I think that goes further
yeah,
than if you was outside running. But they both go hand in hand. But at the same time, I'm just saying, I know the majority of the quartet folk, we're gonna go to Waffle House
mhm.
after the program. If we
Yeah.
going down the road, we're gonna stop at McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's.
The Waffle House now.
That's the quartet house.
That's a
So,
quartet house. Yeah,
but it ain't that we can't go to Waffle House. We just got to make a better decision when we sit in front of that menu and pick whatever we pick out to eat. And I'm getting more and more of an advocate of that because, you know, I'm just saying, man, a lot of us have gone that way. And I think that if we could do better, we could prevent a lot of those
yeah.
things.
Prematurely. Yeah. I got
Yeah.
you. Well,
So,
Josh,
I ain't want to mean to mess up your interview, boss lady. That's a concern.
I think that's something that needs to be said because a lot of quartetters, especially groups and artists, they travel up and down the highway, and a lot of times we just do not eat properly. And I think that needs to be said, you know what I'm saying? Because I just got off the highway this past weekend and I did not bring any food with me. And I had to wind up getting a ham sandwich from the gas station. And I was completely upset about that. But I get it. Like poor food choices, yeah. And I think that's something that we do need to talk about, and need to be made aware of. Just eating like the food right now is just yeah. If you start watching these videos of how they make our food, it will make you change your mind about some of the stuff we're eating. So yeah, I get it. I get it. You know what, Josh? It has been such a pleasure. It has been a pleasure talking to you. Man, I cannot wait for the Stellars to see the outcome of the Stellars.
Well, me neither.
Oh my God. And that's when June, when is that? No, that's July, right?
Yeah, the Stellas is July. QMA is June, right?
Right. June 24th. Okay, yeah. So the QMA is June 24th and the Stellas is July 15th.
Yep.
There's so much going on. So yeah.
That's a lot of traveling.
I know I'm gonna be at both of them. I need to get my flight tickets together for the Stellas because it's gonna be in Vegas.
Good old Vegas.
Yeah, mind your business. I tell people all the time, when you see me, you mind your don't worry about what I'm you mind your business. That's all I got to say. That's all. But anyway, you see me, you speak and keep going. Oh gosh. But oh well. Is there anything that you would like to say before we leave this place, the corner?
Nothing. Just thank you for having me on. I just thank everybody that's been supporting down through the years. Thank you for your support. Now, it's what is it? Oh, I was finna say it's May 1st right now, and go vote. But I think it's gonna air after that. We appreciate you if you voted.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
We appreciate you if you didn't vote. We just appreciate you.
Just appreciate you. I love you guys' country accent. Oh, I just love it. Oh gosh, I love it. But it I want a country accent. Yeah, but you know, I got the St. Louis accent, but they make fun of it. I love the country accent. So it's all good.
They make fun of my too.
I love it. Oh God. You know who accent I love the most though?
Who?
Louisiana. I just want to say baby. Like, oh man.
Baby.
Oh, I wish I could say it like them. I'm done. We done talking. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Quartet Corner. Make sure that you guys make sure you share, you like, and tune in also to the True Word Network. You can catch us every Wednesday at 8:30 Central Standard Time. You'll never know who you'll catch at the corner. And also send in your videos to quartetcorner@gmail.com. I am willing to share your music because you never know what new and fresh music that's out there that you probably haven't heard on your radio station or haven't heard on social media. I'm willing to play it on the Quartet Corner so someone can possibly be exposed and never know what can be the outcome of it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I love you guys. Stay blessed. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.